So, Jamie, we're a matter of days away from your epic challenge.
Yeah.
You're running the London Marathon. Did you ever think you'd be doing anything like this?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I have no intention of ever. I've seen people run marathons before. I know people who run marathons before, and I've always thought, like, why and how? Because, let's be right, 9-10 months ago, I couldn't run for 30 seconds without being out of breath and stopping. So,
But let's go back before that, because you've never, certainly whilst I've known you, which is not that long in the scheme of everything, but I've never known you ever mention any kind of real sporting activities for your entire life.
I mean, I've known you 10 years.
Yeah, true. It's a long
10
time.
years. And yeah, 10 years.
The statement stands for itself.
10 years I've been dodging any form of real physical activity. Yeah, never really went to the gym. I mean, maybe if I joined the gym, I went for 3 or 4 years.
But as a kid, did you play football?
Well, I was in goals.
So
I was in goals.
Pit last and chucked in net.
I wouldn't say pit last, probably second to last. Big fan of Peter Shilton back in the day.
Nice,
Schultz,
nice.
You know, the cat.
Derby legend.
Yeah.
So no experience in running, not that much experience in physical activity at all, other than computer games really, as we've seen.
Yeah.
Amy has won the famous Games Master Golden Joystick!
And then, what, 12 months, was it 12 months ago now? No, more than that now, isn't it?
No, so in June, I got an email from Ben, the automotive charity Ben, shout out to Ben, saying, congratulations, you've been selected to run.
I remember you reading the email out like, this is you, what have you done? And it wasn't me.
No, well, congratulations, you've been selected to join Ben's team to run the London Marathon 2025, which I thought was hilarious. And I took it home to show my missus, and she laughed, and then she looked at me really seriously and said, why didn't you do it? And I was like, well, what do you mean? She said, well, why didn't you do it? I said, well, how have you got in the team for one? And I was like, well, someone had signed me up. So, Bangers for Ben, 2023, November, we're going around Ireland as WWE wrestlers.
Yeah.
Now,
You did look quite athletic, I'd say.
This is probably it. They probably took one look at you as Stone Cold Steve Austin and thought he could probably actually run it. And then one look at me dressed as The Rock and thought it's a bit...
The boulder.
Oh, yeah, the boulder. Yeah, and they signed me up. Now, one thing I am aware of, it's like Glastonbury tickets or Wimbledon tickets.
Yeah.
You cannot be serious!
Or Olympics ticket.
He takes it again, Blake!
You go in a ballot.
Can't get 'em.
So to get into the London Marathon is a real ask. And then Lucy said, well, why don't you run it? As a kind of a fuck you to whoever signed you up to show that you can do it.
And there's a bit of a laugh, because I think deep down she probably thought, he'll go on one run and I can take the mickey out
I
of it.
think she might have equally looked at me and thought he could probably do losing a few pounds.
True, yeah.
So I was like, okay, right, let's do it. Okay, let's do it. Let's just do it. So I downloaded Couch to 5K and we were off to the races. And did Couch to 5K. It's like a 10-week program, I think, in 5 weeks. Just doubled up what I was meant to be doing. And then before we knew it, we went to Canada. See your mate.
Yeah, so you've done a bit of Couch to 5K at this point, and you were getting into it.
Yeah, so I went to the Derby runner. Shout out to the Derby runner. Got properly dealt up. Shorts, top, headband, proper running trainers.
All the gear, no idea.
Exactly. And then suddenly we're all over the world. So you'll remember last year we went to quite a lot of wrestling events.
Yep.
So we went to Canada. Where did we go? Vancouver?
No,
Ontario?
Toronto.
Toronto. Big three, isn't it? We went to Toronto, see your man Roy.
Yeah.
Just insert a picture of Roy, tag him in this post. To watch Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
And then we started racing. We're not racing, we were running around Canada.
Yeah.
Which was amazing.
The suburbs.
It was amazing.
It was beautiful, wasn't it?
So next thing I'm in San Sebastian for summer holiday with family.
Yeah.
I'm running, man. Next thing we're in London for the Car Dealer Awards, where you won GM of the Year, Dealer Principal of the Year, whatever of the year.
The winner from Carkey is Craig!
It just fantastic, absolutely brilliant.
Finally got that monkey off your back. I'm running around London. I'm suddenly getting hyped.
Yeah.
I'm going to be back here in 5 months running.
Well, this is the thing as well, because throughout all this training you've done and everything, I think the one things that surprised me a lot is although this does happen with exercise, and it's good for your mental health and all that sort of stuff, as you know. If you start exercising, it goes one or two ways, doesn't it? You do it once, twice, and then think, my God, this is horrible, I hate it, I never want to do it again. But you just went headfirst into it, and you've not really had a period that I'm aware of where you've stopped or given up as such.
We'll come on to that in a minute. But what you've got to remember is, and I think this is important, much like we're doing with our YouTube, if you put something out there and you say you're going to do it, if you don't do it, you look like a real bellend.
Yeah.
So I said I was going to do it.
It was at the awards you had pretty much announced it, wasn't it? Or was it before that?
No, it was at the Trade to Trade.
Trade to Trade, that was it. Yeah. Oh, on the mic. You was on the mic, wasn't you?
I was on the mic.
Yeah.
Drunk. So then I'm in Scotland for New Year's Eve. I've run around Scotland.
Yeah.
I love running around new places. It's brilliant. And then been running and really been building up the running in Norfolk. Wherever I've been running. Done a half marathon, I've done 10Ks. It's been brilliant. And then 2 weeks ago, I thought, well, I'm going to get a 22-mile run.
The big one.
And then I know I can do it. I can definitely do it. And tweaked my knee a little bit while I was running.
Because you've been avoiding the injuries pretty well, haven't you, to be fair?
I've been invincible.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I've been then saying to myself that this is going to be easy.
Which is mad.
Yeah, so tweaked my knee a little bit. It's alright. I'm in Norfolk, doing a 20k, just casual 20k. I think I want to wind it down. It's about half a marathon. And I hurt my knee.
Was that a result of like twisting or falling or just...
I walked again about 14 to 15 miles a day before with a dog, and then I was running on the sand, which probably isn't a good idea, and I've hurt it. So, and then basically...
So how far out are we now, when you've hurt your knee?
So I've hurt my knee 2.5 weeks ago.
Right.
I've then arranged to have a run with Helm.
Yeah.
You stink of diesel, mate. What's that stain?
I know, I was filling up a McCann earlier and sort of got a bit of splashback on it. More to the point though, why are you wearing those?
Well, okay, so I am allowed to wear whatever I want because name's above the door. But more to the point, I've hurt my knee running. So these are my running trainers.
Right.
So I've hurt my knee. So I'm kind of having a week off. Okay. But I heard you saying to the team the other day that like you used to be some cross-country running champ and like you thought that basically, as I was saying, look, I've managed to get to a point where I can run a marathon. You were I felt like you were shitting on my achievement that I've been able to run, and that you were basically saying that you are the premier runner at Khaki.
Do you know what? Growing up, I was absolutely mint at running.
Okay.
Like most cross-country tournaments and stuff, I was probably getting I was becoming like first, second, third. I wasn't like a little straggler or anything like that. I was good.
So were you suggesting that maybe I was a straggler back in the day? I used to hate cross-country. I've got to be honest with you, I could think of nothing worse than running. It was the worst thing in the world. But obviously I've been doing the training. The marathon is 2 weeks away. I've done my knitting. I ain't ran for a week. But I've been doing 8, 9, 10 miles as the little ones, and I've been doing 17, 18, 19 as my bigger. I need to get another run under me.
Okay.
So...
Are you asking me?
Well, why not? Why have we got to have a run?
I've not done it in like 15 years.
Well, I think I need to get back on it. I think it's Saturday. It's been a week. Well, I think it's 5 miles. Yeah, I'm going to go 6 times. Well, 6 times. Well, I'm getting another one. So just 6 times. 5 miles. 4 6. Go in. Go in here. Go big down. We'll down. We'll there. That's breakfast. We go. I'll go breakfast. Go breakfast. We'll go breakfast. We'll back here. Ian?
Yeah, go on.
Sweet.
Then.
All right, let's have a shake on
let's
it.
Let's do it.
Come on, man. Sam, man. Come on, man.
Morning. Welcome to the pre-marathon training run. We're here live. We're at Khaki. It's just gone 6 in the morning.
Yeah, it's a bit early for that.
Now you'll notice the knee. Got a knee strap. I damaged my knee. I've damaged my knee.
I think Jamie's damaged his knee.
And I haven't ran now for a week and a half. And then last night disaster struck while carrying my stupid dog after being groomed. Pulled a muscle in my chest. This is going to be painful.
Jamie has also pulled a muscle in his chest, I think.
Set ourselves a nice little 5 miler. Can we make it through? How are we going on, Hal?
Yeah. Wish I stayed in bed, to be fair. We'll do it. We'll smash it.
Probably 10 minutes in at this stage. Knees aching, chest hurting.
Breaking news, everyone. Jamie's got a bad knee and a bad chest.
Here we are. Howie's flagging.
Yeah.
My knee's on the verge. But we're pushing on.
Yeah.
He's communicating in grunts
and grunts alone.
Right, you?
Bye. So we're heading now to the old Showcase Cinema. I remember coming to watch Beverly Hills Cop 2. No, 3.
Hello, my name's Axel Foley.
And it was a 15. And I was 14. And as I was getting the tickets, I said, how old are you? I said 14, sorry, I'm 15. And then proceeded to read out my date of birth, which I'd already planted in my mind, showing that I was, in fact, 15. This site, here, we're coming up to it now, was procured by the Sittner Group. We're going to turn it into a giant car shop. They turned up, they were ready, but then they realised the mighty car key were on the doorstep, and they thought better. They thought, we're not going in. We don't want to take people on, invest the money, and then be crushed by the mighty car key. Seriously, Al, look at this fat fucking crap of an excuse for a human being. Fuck knee, fuck chest. I know I've been practicing.
Yeah.
But stay steady. Stay true. Stay true. You gotta stay true, you. Right, I'm gonna switch off now, because I'm distracting Howie.
Destroyed it. But so here you go. That's 10 days out. So now I'm less than a week out, 6 days out. Although when it goes out, it'll be 4 days out.
So this is the thing though, when you get an injury, part of your mind is telling you to run through it to try and make it stronger and it go away, and then the other part's telling you you need to do nothing and rest, but you're running a marathon, you need to train, don't you? So what are you going to do? You're going to leave it. So your next run will be the marathon?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. And my last run was basically a 4.5 mile joke run with Howie, limping. So...
Is there anything else you do in between? Get some swimming in or something?
I don't
Borrow my membership?
I don't know it. I've got pills, lotions, potions, creams, gels, ice packs.
And determination.
And determination. But I honestly don't know if I'm going to make it. And I mean this. This is not, again, for the camera. I don't know if I'm going to make it through the marathon.
Well, again, a body that's not used to exercise, probably not that used to healing itself for an injury either, is it?
And do you know, the thing is I have surprised myself that I have put the commitment in to do this.
Yeah, you have. You've
gone
battered it.
through it. And there's been times I've wanted to stop and say, I'm not doing this anymore. And I don't want to let the charity down.
Yeah.
Don't want to let...
How much have you raised so far?
About 2,700 quid.
Good time to get a plug in.
Yes.
There. No, yeah.
So, again, give generously, but I don't know if I'm going to make it through. I've got the family there with me in London, which again would hopefully spur me on. But if I injure myself, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I'm panicking. I felt up until 2-3 weeks ago that everything was going perfectly, and I just genuinely don't know if I'm going to.
You're going to have to be that guy that no matter what, finishes it, even if you have to crawl, even if it's 3 days later. Yeah. I'll be there with the camera, mate, to get you crawling over the line.
Well, look, you know.
Well done, though.
Oh, thank you.
Big well done.
Well, I appreciate
Killed
it.
it.
Well, I haven't yet.
You have.
I haven't.
No, but even if you fail at this point, you've done well the last year. Well done, then.
I don't want to fail. No, you're right.
But you have done well to this point.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a knee strap on and I'm going to do it. I'm going to get drugged up.
Are you wearing the headband?
I am wearing a headband, mate. I was going to order a shirt with Lateral on it.
Oh,
I was going to get
like a dress
shirt. No, with fucking Evolution warranties on. I was going to get all
Yeah.
the bits. But I feel I should finish the journey in the kit I started in. I've got this battered blue t-shirt that's got claw marks on my cat and my dog on it. And I look like a helmet in it.
So people can notice you. Look out for the homeless guy.
Basically look out for the homeless guy with the headband on who's limping. But come on, we can do this. Even if I don't make it, please give generously. But will I make it? Will I make it to London? Will I make it to the start line? Will I get halfway? Will I make it to the finish line? Will I get back to Derby in one piece? Who knows? Stay tuned to be continued.
One last thing. If you do break down, you do get free breakdown cover with Evolution warranty. So maybe they can come pick you up.
Quality.